No concealer, Tisha, is just as insufferable as backseat of the Buick Bessemer, Tisha, that Martell was telling us about. Cause girl, why did you drop a dime on Ken like that? Milk of magnesium ain't did nothing to you, Mr. Muscle Milk, where you had to drop a dime on him. Because if we talk about your marriage, wasn't your whole plight against Melody was because the people was talking about your marriage? Exactly, girl. And then Chris Fletcher, baby, Chris need a job. You stressing Miss Nell out. She gonna go Tasmanian devil on your ass. She already got the hair. She already got the Tasmanian devil hair. She telling you she stressed out. Chris Fletcher, if you don't go get your CDL license, you know it's T when the y'all know what I'm saying. Anyway, but about the Chris Fletcher stuff, and we gonna talk about this, friend, because I got a lot to say today. I'm sorry. I know we went live last night. If y'all didn't catch my live last night, we talked about Amy, Royce, which I'm going to do a follow-up at the end of this video. So if y'all not here for the Love and Marriage Huntsville review, I'll put the timestamp for the Royce response to the Amy shit. But we also talked about Love and Marriage Huntsville. And we talked about how Chris Fletcher going to say that him getting his license suspended was because he was trying to help a friend. Chris Fletcher said, listen to me closely. Come close, friend. Come. I said come close. Pay attention. It's Sunday. Chris Fletcher said that he was trying to help a friend, and then they went to the real estate commission. Is the friend that you was trying to help Martell Holt? Is it Donatello, Leonardo, or Michelangelo? Because remember, Chris Fletcher was allowing Martell to live in his rent house. But he was telling Martell he had to get out because somebody had already bought that house. So if somebody had already bought that house, that means they gave him the earnest money, which is like a deposit. So was it that Martell didn't get out that house fast enough? Then people saw that shit on Love and Marriage Huntsville and was like, oh, the reason we can't move in our house because you got your bald-headed ass, deadbeat ass friend in my damn house, and then you ain't getting them their money back? Is Martell the reason that Chris Fletcher got his license suspended? Girl, I don't know. It's a lot to talk about. I'm just here. Exactly. Anyway, so welcome back, friend. Make sure you like the video. Get you a little cocktail. I'm drinking tea today. Exactly. I'm drinking tea and water, even though I'm cooking later, so I might drink some wine. And we're gonna talk about all of the things. We also gonna talk about like the preview that they did for like the rest of the season. And it's given that the Scotts, Marceau and Letitia, are happy that Chris Fletcher lost his license. I told y'all a long time ago. I be telling y'all shit a long time ago. A long time ago, I told y'all that when Mel left, it was going to be the Scotts versus the Fletchers. If you my best friend, drop down in the comments and vouch for me, friend. Exactly. Didn't I tell y'all it was going to be the Scotts versus the Fletchers? It's given Marceau and Tisha are happy that the Fletchers are going through this, just like they was happy when the Holts had their downfall. The Scotts low-key be some jealous people. They want to be top dogs of Huntsville. Just like when Martell and Melody went down because they was the top dogs in Huntsville, y'all happy that the Fletchers so. But we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it, friend. What's up with this braid? I don't know. Anyway, I love y'all. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. I got a lot to say, so you might as well put on your oxtails, your pot roast, your meatloaf, whatever the hell you cooking on a Sunday. just go ahead and do it, friend, because we going to talk some shit about Love and Marriage Huntsville and all of the people. We talking about Destiny, No Concealer Tisha, Big Hip Marceau, Crispy Curls Chris Kringle. We going to call that nigga Chris Kringle. Chris Kringle, Tasmanian Devil, a.k.a. Miss Nell, Kimmy, and her support animal. Exactly. Anyway, before we do that, though, shout out to my best friend. Her name is Chocolat. She hooked me up with her niece. I believe it's her niece. Her niece is a beautiful Black queen. She has a new business. It's called Enamored and Made. She sent me a special box. Thank you, girlie. Exactly. So we gonna open it up. I'm gonna open it up with y'all, and I want y'all to go support her. Y'all know I usually support the reality TV stars, but we gonna support everybody over here. So if you have a new business friend, feel free to send something to me. Send me your website. If I got some change, child, I will definitely support. Y'all know I be on a budget in my life. Exactly. But I will try to support. So this is so cute. I love the boxing. Look how cute this is. I love the little string tie. And I got a second box. So I don't know what's in this. So I'm literally like opening this up with y'all. And then we'll get into the Love and Marriage Huntsville review. If y'all don't see, the sticker has the little hearts on it. That is so cute. Oh my God. So the big box has the little stickers on it, the little heart stickers. And then it has Enamored and Made on it. So shout out to her. And I'm going to show y'all her Instagram too. So y'all can go and purchase from my girlie. Follow her Instagram and purchase it. What is this? Let's see. Oh, these are so cute. Okay, look. So these are some purple earrings. I love these little earrings. First of all, purple is my mama's favorite color. These are so cute. I like that they big and they dangly and it gives class. These are so cute. She makes a lot of custom items too. So she does jewelry. It's a lot of jewelry. I wanted a journal from her. Let's see. Let's open the box. Okay. So I have a little card. It says Enamored and Made, Little Treasures, Big Feelings. I wish I could see this. I think it's too close. Anyway, and it has her contact information on the other side. This is a cute touch, friend. I love it. I love when I buy things, I love the personalization. I love it. I love it. And this says Jada. It says Jada on the card. Let me open up the card. This is so cute, friend. Exactly. Hold on. Girl, I love stuff like these. It makes me feel special. It says thank you. So this is the thank you card. This is the thank you card. Ain't this so cute, friend? Exactly. I'm not going to read the card to y'all. I'm not going to read the card. I'm not going to read the card, but thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Her name is Aisha Monet. Exactly. The card is everything. The fact that it's handwritten. How often do y'all get a handwritten card? Shout out to Aisha. Girl, that kind of gave me the vibes. Okay, so this is the inside of the box. I love the pink wrapping. I love the tissue paper. I love the sticker. Her sticker actually has her logo on it. It's the details for me, friend. The fact that you took time to do the details, I love it. Okay, so this is my box. This is my box. I'm going to show y'all what's in my box. This is so cute. Exactly. Oh my, memo note. Baby, love, it says love notes. The fact that I love this because when I do my videos and even, hold on. Ooh. I was trying to show y'all my, excuse me, y'all. I was trying to show y'all my to-do list. I'm a to-do list girly. This says sweetheart list. I love this. I love this because I could put like my notes from my videos or whatever. And I'm a to-do list type of girly. There's a calendar with top priorities. I love this because it's just like hang my lights, do my streaming room. Oh my God, y'all. Hold on. This is the start of the show, friend. When I tell y'all this is the start of the show, this is crazy. Aisha, friend, this is my favorite. So I wanted a journal. I wanted a journal. Oh my God. Look, this is so cute. Look at this journal. And it says Jada. It's personalized. Friend, you are that girl. You are that girl. She asked me what my colors were too. Friend, I'm like, girl, now I gotta send you something. You like cocktails, friend? Do you like cocktails? Anyway, so this is the journal. I love this. The fact that I'm gonna have this with me every day. This is beautiful. This is cute. And I like the hard cover because it won't get like wet, it won't get damaged. I like that little effect, and it's like, hold on. So this says Jada, and it says full-time grind, full volume truth. And it got the little, it has a pink construction hat on it. So the fact that she paid attention to the fact that I do construction, I love this. I love the personalization. I love that it's a hardcover so it won't get wet. I can put it on, like the counter because I usually put stuff on my island when I'm doing stuff. Oh my God. Aisha, girl, you are everything. I love the personalization. I love this. I love this. This is so cute. Oh my God. The moral of the story is I love that. Thank you so much. We're going to get into the review, but I just wanted to highlight this girly. Let me go to her Instagram page. Let me see and show y'all just some of the things that she has. This is great. This is cute. This is really cute. This friend, I didn't want to open it until I got on Instagram, but thank you so much. So this is her Instagram. It's called Enamored and Made. Make sure y'all go follow her. She has jewelry. So she has like the cute little jewelry, the necklace with the earring sets, the journals, which is my personal favorite, the calendars. I'm an organized girly. I'm a to-do list girly. If you're my friend, you already know, baby, we on some to-do lists. I can show y'all the sticky notes today. So yeah, I love this. I love this. Aisha, thank you so much, friend. And I love the fact that she personalized everything. 1 month is business, 10% off store-wide. So she has a sale going on as well. Make sure y'all go shop with her. She has a new business. I think these are the earrings that I got or similar to that. Exactly. She has these look like barrettes. Shout out to her. This is so cute. A personalized journal is everything. In case y'all don't journal, I encourage everybody to journal. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a mental health thing. You know what I'm saying? And it helps you. Shout out to you, Aisha. Exactly. Thank you so much. Shout out to Miss Aisha. Exactly. So I got my journal. I got my calendar. I also have my to-do list, my notepads. I'm very much a to-do list type of girl. Exactly. I put Drew Sidora knocked Ralph back down on the basement floor. I'm gonna put it in my notes. So I can come tell y'all about it. So shout out to her. Exactly. I really appreciate it. Exactly. And I'll put her link in the comments so y'all can make sure y'all follow her. Anyway, okay, so now let's talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Bye-bye. Let's talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Like I said, I got a lot to say. I'm gonna try to sum it up in a short amount of time. Trish and Letitia. So Trish and Letitia, at the beginning of the episode, we get no concealer Tisha. No concealer Tisha with a bucket hat. Trish comes over. Letitia house looks cute. I like the black decor and all of the things or whatever. So first, Trish tells us that first, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm tongue tied. First, Trish tells us that her son, Zay, was in a car accident. So she said she was upset. She almost lost her mind. It was a really bad car accident. I'm glad that he's okay. Of course, Tisha was like, I don't know what I would do, so and so and so and so on. Then Tisha starts asking her about what's going on with her and Ken. So Trish go say, social media is kind of breaking us up. It's been like rocky. Somebody told him that Trish was out with another dude. Now, I've never heard this. I've never heard that a day in my life. I don't know if this is just deflection because we heard shit about Ken in the streets. You know how men do. When they know they in the streets, they try to deflect and say that you was in the streets. Exactly. What I do know is what Tisha says next is true. She says that somebody told her that Ken was deep in the streets and in the girlie's DMs. He deep in the DMs. And I'm like, not milk of magnesium, not the milk, not the muscle milk twins breaking up. Exactly. So I don't know. Do I think Ken was in girls' DMs? Absolutely. Do I feel like Trish was in other dudes' DMs? Not necessarily. If anything, Trish was in Kimmy DMs. Did y'all see my video on the premiere party? I think Kimmy and Trish just need to lead them and be together. Just be together. Why are y'all afraid to be lesbians if y'all on that lesbiana stuff? Exactly, girl. Lead them men and just get together. Trish and Kimmy might make a cute couple. Exactly. I don't know. Anyway, so Tisha drops a dime talking about how Ken was in the other girl's DMs. First of all, Letitia, wasn't you mad at Nell for bringing back gossip from the streets? Or what she knew about your husband to you? Don't mess with my marriage. But you okay with messing with her relationship? And I like the fact that Trish didn't really blink when Tisha was saying this shit. But it's just like the hypocrisy of it all. Bitch, you sitting there with your no concealer ass telling this girl about rumors on the internet. But that was the same thing that you was mad at Melody for and was mad. They trying to fuck with my marriage. We shouldn't talk about people's marriages. Okay, we can't talk about marriages, but it's okay for you to try to destroy your relationship? Girl, fuck Tisha. Anyway, so she asked Trish, she was like, are y'all still talking about marriage? Because we find out that Ken then went over to Wheelhouse. And Trish like, he might be, but I ain't. Fuck him. Fuck him and fuck what he stand for. So I guess. Anyway, then we get to Nell and Chris, child. When we talked to Nell and Chris, I felt so bad for Nell in this conversation. So at the beginning, Nell is talking about how she need all of this shit done at the daycare. So Chris is like, okay, well, Lance said he was going to do it. Is Lance over there doing it? Nell is like, no, Lance is not over there doing it because he feel like you got a husband to do it. So why you not doing it? Bitch, you ain't got no job. You ain't got shit to do but put on them motherfucking suits. So you should be doing it. And I'm on Lance's side. Dad ain't got shit to do. I'm over here building up your boutique. And let's not act like, if you my real friend, you already know. I showed y'all videos of Lance over there building out Miss Nell's boutique. So Lance been working. It's not like whatever maybe he told his mama, hey, I'm going to come over to the daycare and I'm going to do some shit. But let's not act like he not working for his mama because we saw videos. He gave us a video of him building out his mama's boutique. So if I'm building out mama boutique, Dad, aka Chris Fletcher, you ain't doing shit because you ain't got your damn license. The least you could do is be over there doing some work at the daycare. I'm on Lance's side on this. Exactly. And it's rare that I'm on the light-skin persuasion side, but I'm on the light-skin persuasion side. Baby. So then he started talking about his license being revoked. The lawyer is taking care of it. It can be 24 to 48. months or something. I already told y'all this. I looked it up. Chris Fletcher can apply for his license again. I think it's in April. If I'm not mistaken. But he only had a 12-month fine. Chris Fletcher was fined for not reporting his new address. So he didn't have an address for his brokerage. Every broker has to have an address, like a place of business. If you change your place of business within 30 days, generally in most states, you have to report that to the real estate commission. If somebody gave you earnest money is the same thing as a deposit for an apartment or something. If you gave earnest money, if for some reason you don't move into that property, you have to give that earnest money back in a reasonable amount of time. It was giving that because he said, hey, I was trying to help a friend. When he talked to Martell, he said, I was trying to help a friend. And then the people called the real estate commission. Was you trying to help Martell by allowing Martell to stay in that home? Because you remember during that last season, he was telling Martell that, Martell, you need to move out because I got people ready to move in. And if they was ready to move in, that means they already gave him the deposit. They already gave him the earnest money. So if I'm working with Chris Fletcher, I like this house. I already gave you the deposit for the house. But then I come on the TV screen on a Saturday, and I see that you got Martell bald-headed ass in dandruff and his illegitimate child living in my damn house. And that's the reason why I can't move in a timely manner. Then yes, I'm going to the real estate commission on your ass. And I want my deposit back. And then if you already spent my deposit on suits and fucking Jerry curl juice, then yeah, I'm on your ass. I don't know if that's true, but I wonder if Martell is the reason why Chris don't have his real estate license right now. But he didn't get 2 years. I think he only got 12 months. He only got a 12-month suspension. So this year, around this time, Chris Fletcher can reapply for his broker's license. But nevertheless, Miss Nell is stressed the fuck out. She like, that's the bulk of our income. That's where we make all of our money. And it's giving Chris Fletcher, you already know the real estate money is what pays the bills in this big ass house. Let's be clear. The Fletchers have the biggest house on this cast. Letitia and Marceau live in a shed on the main road. Kimmy and Maurice live in a rehab, but it's still a regular little brick home. Nell Fletcher and Chris Fletcher live in the biggest home on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So the mortgage, I'm not sure if they pay a mortgage, but I'm sure they got big bills and all of this other stuff. So Miss Nell is stressed the fuck out because she like, our biggest paycheck is unavailable. You know what I'm saying? So I really felt bad for Miss Nell. How did y'all feel about Miss Nell in this episode? I really felt bad for Miss Nell. It's giving. Have y'all ever heard an old person tell y'all, and this is going to hurt my heart a little bit because I've heard this a few times. Have y'all ever heard an older person tell you, I'm tired? Like, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? It do something to me, maybe because I heard like my mom and my grandma and them say that. And when an older person tells you, I'm tired, it's giving, we need to reach out our arms and help them. Miss Nell was in this scene. Miss Nell was telling Chris Fletcher, I'm tired. I'm taking the burden on from the kids, the finances. Now your license is suspended. Now we got to take money from the daycare, which Miss Nell probably used the daycare money for, like, you know, small bills in the house or helping the kids and the grandkids. We already know she helping Lance take care of the grandkids. Miss Nell was telling them, like, I'm tired. And she was saying, like, Chris Fletcher, baby, you being nonchalant about everything, and I don't think anybody hears me. This is a cry for help. And I'm not trying to be melodramatic about anything, maybe because I've experienced it in my life. When an older person tells you that they are tired, like, and just say, I'm tired. Not I'm tired of a certain thing, but I'm tired. Pay attention to them. I actually, and Chris Fletcher kind of he did like a little rebuttal, and he was like, I'm the man, I can't break down, I got to be the strong person in the family. And I respect that. I respect that about Chris Fletcher. He ain't no crying ass little so and so and so and so on. But as a woman, she still wants you to show emotion, and she wants you to be empathetic to what she's going through, because at this point she feel like you don't give a fuck that now that your license is suspended, all the financial burden is on me. And I kept telling y'all, when she cursed them damn kids out, she was telling y'all funky ass, I'm tired of fucking supporting y'all funky ass, y'all kids, your dogs, your cats, all of the things. And it was generally the boys, because she didn't really say nothing about the girls. It was the boys. Exactly. So I feel, I really felt bad for Miss Nell in this moment. She said she's also taking care of her dad right now. We know she lost her mom. Whatever the relationship was with her mom, losing a mama is traumatic. I don't care what your relationship is with your mama. Exactly. So in general, I just hope the Lord wraps his hands around Miss Nell a little bit tighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pray for Miss Nell. I really do. I think she needs therapy. Maybe she needs a vacation. She needs something, but she's literally telling her husband, and she's telling the world that it's too much pressure on me right now. It's too much pressure. I keep trying to tell y'all it's too much pressure on me, and I need help. I need some relief. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of touched my spirit a little bit. It's giving a little tad of depression. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of got into it about whether or not she owned a little bit of the business or not, because Chris was like, do you need a partner? Miss Nell was like, no, I don't need no partner. I can run the damn daycare with my eyes closed. I've been doing this since I was 19. So Miss Nell been making money since she was 19. She telling you, nigga, your shit is fickle, not mine. But they said that they own most of the businesses together. But Chris Fletcher was trying to make a difference. Like, I own a brokerage, your name on it, but you can't own a brokerage without having a broker's license. Chris Fletcher is right. You can't own a brokerage without a broker's license. But you ain't got your license right now. So let's speak in the present. And Miss Nell was like, okay, well, you ain't got my certifications. Don't try to diminish what I'm doing and act like you on a higher level when, bitch, your license is suspended. And now I got to carry the load. But then on the other hand, I'm kind of with Chris Fletcher because, excuse me. I'm kind of with Chris Fletcher because that's the whole dynamic of a marriage. If Chris Fletcher is paying the bulk of the bills by selling these homes, and he's been doing that for 10, 15 years, excuse me, y'all. Then when he fall off, that's where you pick up at. That's where you pick up at, Miss Nell. It is what it is. I know you're going through a hard time right now, but that's, to me, when girlies say they don't want to go 50-50, okay, well, if the man going to pay the majority of the bills, I'm going to save a little change. So when you fall off, I got you, baby. I got you. I got the daycare. We got the cleaning business. We got money to keep us afloat until you get back on your shit. So I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50. I'm kind of on Miss Nell's side, and I see where Miss Nell coming from. And I'm kind of on Chris' side. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been holding it down for about 10 years with this real estate shit. So because I'm not perfect and I fucked up, baby, I got you, baby. I got you during this time. If you want your man to pay all of the damn bills, at least have his back if he fall off. That's the least you can do. I'm sorry, y'all. And y'all know how I am. But that was a lot. So at the end of the day, Miss Nell was like, okay, if you want to help me, hold on. This was the thing, though. She was talking about how she was like, okay, we all good, but at the end of the day, you on my payroll. You help me, and you telling Martell that you out running errands for me and getting shit, but you on my payroll. You my employee. I said, Miss Nell, Miss Tasmanian Devil. Miss Taz, girl, why did you have to tell the world that your husband on your payroll? That was a little crazy. I don't know. Miss Neal maybe felt like, excuse me, y'all, that Chris was trying to do one up on her. I don't know, but the fact that she said that, nigga, you on my payroll, like I'm the rich nigga in a relationship. Because let's be clear, Lexi told us. Lexi is Chris Fletcher's daughter. Shout out to Lexi McCollum. Follow her on Instagram and YouTube. She told us that Chris Fletcher owed, I think it was like $20,000 in child support, and Miss Neal paid that. So Miss Neal always had her own change. Is Miss Neal the rich nigga with money? Girl, when Miss Neal was like, yeah, because you on my payroll, I was like, come on, say y'all. I feel bad for Chris Fletcher, because how your wife tell you, because it was given, Chris Fletcher was trying to flex, like, yeah, but you can't be a broker. You can't have a broker's business because you ain't got no broker's license, and I got a broker's license. And Miss Neal was like, whenever you get through, I had my daycare since I was 19, and you on my payroll, nigga. I own you, nigga. I said, oh, yeah, this was intense. It was intense. It was giving Miss Neal kind of, hit a nerve on his, I don't know. Anyway, so then we get to Kimmy and Maurice. It's giving Dumb and Dumber. With Kimmy and Maurice, who is dumb and who is dumber? I think Maurice is dumb and Kimmy is dumber, because Maurice playing in your face. The fact that he don't know that what he says is wrong and da-da-da-da. He's a fucking attorney. What are we talking about? I don't let people like that play in my face. And I talk to a lot of engineers, I talk to a lot of engineers and project managers and shit, because I like to meet people in my field. The moral of the story is, you're not gonna act like you don't know when I know you're intelligent. That's why I talk to intelligent people, so I know that you're not stupid, bitch. And Kimmy, you letting him get over on you. So Kimmy talking about how she remembered the conversation about like the conversation he had with Carlos King about her suffering through it, him talking about how he would rather her be happy. He just want her to be happy, so on. And he like, no, I ain't, y'all, what is this in my hair? He was like, no, I ain't mean it like that, so on. What is this in my hair? I'm sorry, y'all. He acting like he ain't mean it like that. Okay. He acting like he ain't mean it like that, so on. Kimmy, this man, I went to law school. In case y'all didn't know, I know I come on here talking shit, but I actually went to law school. Exactly. Your words are everything. A lawyer has to be a wordsmith. You have to know what words to use when, so on. That's why Phaedra is the queen of reads. He know what the fuck he's saying. He know exactly what the fuck he's saying. He's playing in your face. And Kimmy is like, oh, I gotta teach you mindfulness and the things not to say, and so on. He know exactly what the fuck he's saying. He know exactly what he's saying, friend. He's telling you he wants you to be happy even if it's not with him. Kimmy, why are you holding on to this? Kimmy, you're an intelligent woman yourself. You got a nursing degree. He was like, no, I just want you to be happy. Just like I told you to quit your job because you want to do real estate. Kimmy loved nursing. I remember the scenes. Kimmy loved nursing. You encouraged her to quit nursing to become a real estate agent because you didn't want your wife on TV to be clocking into a job. You felt like that was a bad reflection of you. Kimmy, you got to do better. This man then already mistreated your damn son, made you look like a plum ass fool when you was going through cancer, and now you got to get a support animal. He's still making you look like a plum ass fool. Kimmy not stupid. This conversation let us know that Kimmy is not stupid. She know that Maurice, the things that he says make her look stupid. And he talking about, oh, I'm going to work on it. We in therapy. No, the fuck you not. And the fact that she was saying stuff like, I still love you, little guy, or something. I think she called him a little guy or something. It's like, Kimmy, you're older than him, and it's giving cougar who's coddling this guy, and Maurice is just playing a role like, hey, I'm young and dumb and I don't know no better. He fucking know better, friend. I don't know. Like I said, it's giving Dumb and Dumber, and Kimmy, you dumber. Because he playing in your face. Fuck her. Anyway, let's go to Destiny. So then we get a scene with Destiny and her daddy. They went to bingo, and we see the godmama. What's the godmama name? Pauline. Miss Pauline. Miss Pauline is not the godmama. What is God? Maybe she is the godmama. Do Miss Pauline go with Destiny daddy? Because Destiny was like, oh, they came to the house. She was like, she was calling her Pauline, and then she eventually called her mom. So Destiny did have a mother figure. We find out she's looking for her brothers and sisters. At 5, she was like torn away from her oldest brother, her closest sibling. Her brother passed away, Lord rest his soul. And then she got 7 other brothers and sisters that she's going to Detroit to see. If y'all didn't watch my video the other day, I told y'all I told y'all this exactly. I told you, friend, exactly. So, this is my question. Are y'all happy to see that Destiny is giving more of her real life? And we seeing her mama and her siblings and stuff. Her siblings don't want to meet the mama. We find out that the mama has substance abuse problems. In case I didn't catch my live last night, I feel some type of way about, just because personally, if my family was going through drug problems, I wouldn't put them on y'all TV screen. We already got enough personal problems, so I wouldn't do that. However, maybe the people are pressing Destiny to show us her personal life, because all we seen was a storage facility and some randoms that she don't even talk to no more. She don't even follow Twan no more. Lance got a whole new girlfriend and had a baby on her. So your personal life, we don't know anything about that. You can't talk about LeBerick and what happened. We don't see your house, which we may see her house in future episodes. So I don't know. Are y'all here for learning about Destiny's past? I will say, if Destiny told us that her mom was, on these streets hanging out with Andy Cohen them, or not even Pookie them, not even Andy Cohen, Pookie them, exactly, in the damn houses and shit, because it sounded like her mom maybe was on crack, meth, like some hard drugs or something like that. And that's why all of her kids, 8 kids, had to go with other people or whatever. When people call her motherless child, it's just like, damn, she really didn't have no choice. I mean, she had Miss Pauline, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. Do y'all think that shaped the way Destiny is? Why she's so quick to cross women versus men? Because I feel like Destiny is male identified. Like she crossed male to be friends with Martell. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyway, okay, so we done with the Destiny stuff. We get with Chris, Ken, and Martell. Chris keeps talking about this life and shit. He's talking about how he tried to help somebody. I firmly believe that the person he was trying to help was Martell, because we already knew from past episodes that he was trying to get Martell up out of his fucking house because somebody else was prepared to move in it. And if I'm that person and I seen it on my TV screen, I'm finna call the commission on your ass. I'm calling the real estate commission on you, because the reason I can't move into my house is because Donatello from Huntsville, this bald head bitch on birth control, is staying in my motherfucking house with his fucking side bitch and her fucking dandruff and this little baby, and you ain't got my money on? Yeah, I'm sorry, Chris. If Martell is the reason, beat Martell ass. Anyway, so then they start talking about Ken and his stuff going on with Trish. Martell tries to give advice talking about Ken need to mess with a 20-something-year-old, and Ken like, no, if they under 30, I can't fuck with them. All they want is some Don Julio. Ken, what you got against Don Julio? You like that. You like that. Fuck what Ken is fronting on this show. Because one of the girls he DM'd, I'm not saying she a Don Julio diva, but what I'm saying is she gives all of the things. Beautiful girl. Beautiful. Super Tish. UT friend, if you watching this. Exactly. So that was kind of bullshit, Ken. You like those girlies. Trust me, he like them. But Martell, why are you talking about a 20-something-year-old? How old is Coleslaw? How old is Ariane? Then he was like, yeah, you got to control these women or they go control you. Do you control Ariane? Because she came down here and said you was gay before and showed us your texts and your emails. Anyway, so he admit that he ain't got no damn control, child. He was saying Trish is trying to control Ken, so on. I told y'all this on the last episode, though, friend. Trish go tell us in the preview that she spent the block on somebody. And then she tells Destiny, you trying to protect your best friend. Who is Destiny's best friend? Are you talking about Martell? I be telling dudes all of the time, don't listen to your friends. Your friends that tell you to stop talking to these girls, those the same friends that want your girl. It's giving Martell like, yeah, fuck Trish, get you a young girl. Martell like Trish. I don't care what nobody say. First of all, we already know Martell likes a fit girly. He likes chocolate girlies too. He loved Melba. I mean, Oriana's chocolate. And when they accused Martell of talking about Trish in the beginning, remember Martell said Trish wasn't fine back then like she is now. Oh, so you think Trish fine? Did y'all peep that? Y'all gotta listen to the details. Martell said Trish wasn't fine back then like she is now. So you think Trish fine now, huh? He like Sheree. He like a fit girly like Trish. I wouldn't be surprised if the person she doubled back with was Martell. And whole time, Ken, why are you listening to Martell? Y'all better stop listening to your friends because your friends want your girl. They go dog your girl out to you because they want to double back and fuck with your girl. Exactly. Anyway, so that was what that tea was. Why are we even listening to Martell? Who the fuck taking advice from Martell? Talking about get with a 20-year-old. He was like, you will be surprised. Oh, if I get a woman, she gonna be like, if I get married, she gonna be locked down. A lot of girls want to do to pay their bills and da. You must think you the prize. Martell, Ralph, Todd, them the type of dudes that think they the prize. As soon as a dude think he the prize, I'm done. I'm done and it's a wrap. Fuck them. Anyway, so then we get to the main event, child. Tisha, Destiny, and Kimmy. So this was crazy. So at the beginning, Tisha and Kimmy come and they talking about the Whitehall Project. The Whitehall Project is that house that I showed y'all that's $610,000. So Tisha is like, oh yeah, the house is almost done. That's where we showing the focus. If I'm Kimmy, I would have throw punched you initially because bitch, how is he finishing this big ass house and he ain't finished my restaurant? And he didn't even have to build Kimmy restaurant up from the ground up. They already bought a business. All Marceau and them had to do is come in and renovate it. And you still ain't did that yet. It's already zoned properly and everything. If I was Kimmy, I would have been on 10 already. Then Tisha tells her, yeah, I got this other little company, so and. They gonna go show it or whatever because I ain't got no time. Tisha, all you got is time, ho. What are you talking about? Tisha don't do shit else. All you do is drop the kids off at school. Your girls are teenagers. Your oldest son is going to college. What the fuck else do Tisha got to do? Tisha, what else do you have to do, friend? You ain't got shit else to do. Anyway, so she tells her that she enlisted some other real estate agents to help her. And I'm thinking she enlisted these other girlies. When we talked about this and I showed y'all the house, I feel like it's because they're more seasoned real estate agents, and Tisha is not seasoned. So Kimmy like, oh, okay, bitch, you got another residential real estate agent? Whole time I'm a residential real estate agent. Baby, the shade of it all. And then Tisha was like, no, it's not really like that. I'm really listing it, but if I can't show it, they can show it. No, ho, they are co-listing the property. They will receive 50% or whatever percentage y'all agreed upon. That other company is going to receive a profit off of that sale. So that's a profit. You literally hired somebody else to do a job that Kimmy could have did for you, and Kimmy could have ate off of that. You took money off of Kimmy's plate, but you want Kimmy to be loyal to you, but you're not loyal to her. If you notice in that dinner, Kimmy was like, that's some hoe ass shit. The fact that Tisha requires all of this loyalty from her friends and, oh, you got my back and yada, 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 but you have a $500,000 home, one of the, in that area, a top listing, but you don't employ your sister-in-law on that top listing. She was like, oh, because they got time to show the listing. Kimmy got time. Kimmy ain't got no full-time job. Her restaurant not open because your hoe ass husband ain't finished my damn restaurant, bitch. But then you go get some outside bitches, excuse my French, you gonna get some outside girlies to list your property instead of using me? Whole time Maurice is forcing Kimmy to use Marceau and Scott Realty as their general contractor for the kitchen. So I'm scratching y'all back, but you're not scratching mine. Kimmy, you got to be the biggest fool I ever seen in 2026. You married into a family where you got to pledge your loyalty to the Scotts, but the Scotts don't give a fuck about you because your restaurant not finished, and Tisha just listed a property and she know you a residential real estate agent, but she didn't employ you. She employed the outside girlies. Ooh. That was, to me, the Kimmy and Letitia shit was deeper than the Destiny and Letitia shit. Because Kimmy, you ain't gonna say nothing? This bitch, girl, you ain't gonna say that. First of all, Kimmy didn't even want to use Marceau them because she already know that Marceau don't finish projects in a timely manner. Kimmy told us that already. But because she was listening to her bald head, gremlin ass, light-skinned ass husband, they used Marceau them. They put Bunny in Letitia and Marceau pockets. They still not finished with her damn restaurant. But when you get a new listing, when you get a $600,000 new listing for your new house, instead of using me as a residential real estate agent and broker, you decide to get some outside folks? Kimmy, you better than me, friend. What's Kimmy's sign? Somebody tell me what Kimmy's sign is. Is she a Libra? Girl, whatever she is, I know she ain't no Scorpio. Couldn't be. Anyway, so Destiny come. What I will say is Destiny looked cute. I've seen the outfit before, but I'm glad Destiny decided to put that outfit on the screen because it was cute in the original post and it's cute now. Destiny looked cute. I will say Tisha looked cute too. Everybody looked cute at lunch. Let me balance all of the hate out with some cuteness. Destiny looked cute. She had on like a pink and white origami schoolgirl type of deal. Tisha looked really cute. She had on like an orange little two-piece. Orange always looks good on chocolate skin. Kimmy looked cute. She had the big hair. She had like this little tie number going on. Kimmy looked good. Kimmy looked good. I will say, I feel like the Huntsville girlies dress better than the Bell Collective girlies. Outside of Latrice, because Latrice always eats down. Exactly. And I like the fact that they always wear like the LV earrings, the Chanel earrings. They always have name brand earrings and stuff. So make sure you subscribe and like the channel so I can give me some name brand earrings. Because I'm not a label girly, but I do like the touch of the earrings and the jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So then we get into the thicker things. So they started talking about the winery and shit. So Tisha is hell bent on Destiny allegedly having Miss Nell back. And Kimmy is like, your energy has changed, so and so and so and so on. I like the fact that Destiny pointed out in her confessional that y'all are trying to force the issue, and that's why Destiny had pushback, because y'all hoes not gonna punk me in this moment. I'm having this energy because y'all giving me this energy. Y'all trying to force an issue where there's no issue. I don't think if it was a real issue, Destiny would have went to lunch with Tisha and Kimmy. And my whole thing is, y'all been knowing Destiny for a long time. What I will say about Destiny ain't never been no punk. Especially when it comes to Tisha and Kimmy. Remember they was trying to press her at Madani before she started acting ignorant with Melody and Miss Van? And Destiny still wasn't going. So then Tisha's like, no, I just feel like you was trying to defend Miss Nell, and you either go stay in the middle or you go choose a side. You're a childish ass bitch. How you gonna try to stand 10 toes down against this girl, but you never stand 10 toes with your husband? It's giving you try to assert your authority with the girlies now that Mel is gone, because you couldn't do that with Mel, and that was your biggest issue. I don't know. The moral of the story is this whole thing was trash to me. If I was Destiny, I would have got up and left. Because, bitch, she kept telling her, like, hey, I apologize to you. I acknowledge your feelings. And then Tisha, like, you didn't acknowledge my feelings, bitch. She apologized to you at the damn winery. And Destiny was like, I'm not going to grovel or kiss your ass. And then Tisha was like, you ain't got to grovel and kiss my ass, but you got to acknowledge my feelings. Ho, she just acknowledged your feelings. What are you talking about? What more do you want this girl to do? And then she used like the Martell parallel or whatever. And she was like, well, you said that because you was friends with Martell and you met us through Martell, your allegiance to him. So I kind of feel like that's like that with Miss Nell. And now I question it all. Okay, so should we question the fact that you knew Kiowa before you knew Kimmy, but you still expect Kimmy to have undying loyalty to you, ho? You knew Kiowa first and you was talking shit with Kiowa. You even fucking knew Melody first. What are you talking about? You are the most disloyal bitch on the cast. The fact that she's the most disloyal bitch on the cast and expects all of this loyalty is insane to me. And then Kimmy gets in the damn confessional talking about something. Ooh, y'all know Tisha from the streets. That's just how she is. This is not productive. Kimmy, fuck you, girl. Fuck you, Sojourner Truth. Because guess what? If you felt like that, then why didn't you hold her feet to the fire? Because you sure try to hold Mel feet to the fire. Remember when we first met you, you was, oh, I'm real. I keep it real. I hold people feet to the fire. Why don't you hold Tisha's feet to the fire? Because you scared of what Maurice gonna say? Or if the Scots gonna go against you, or because the Scots have an alliance? Because you should have told Tisha, this is counterproductive. You tripping, bitch. And don't talk to her about loyalty when you was loyal to Kiowa before I even met you. And now you're not even loyal to me, bitch, because you got a whole nother agent to co-list your home. First of all, in this moment, in present day, you're being disloyal to Kimmy, because that could have been a whole storyline. Kimmy co-listing that property at Whitehall could have been a whole storyline for Kimmy and Letitia. Kimmy and Tisha. Exactly. Y'all co-listing this $500,000 home that Scott Realty built. That could have been a whole storyline. At least we could have seen y'all doing business instead of being dumb for y'all husbands. But you didn't do that, bitch, because you're not loyal to Kimmy like you want Kimmy to be loyal to you. Tisha is too needy. Tisha is too needy. And like I said, no concealer Tisha is just as bad as concealer Tisha. And I'm glad at the end of the day, Destiny was like, I'm not kissing your ass. I'm not fucking with you, bitch. And in the later, so then we see like the preview for what else is going on. Baby, we gonna see a dinner. I think it's like a dinner or something. And Destiny gonna tell her, you talking about I don't defend you in rooms that you not in. I defend you. The only person who don't defend you is your husband. What's the two fingers? What did they say about two fingers, friend? What did they say about two fingers? Exactly. They said, you know it eat down when it's two fingers. Is that what it is? I'm an auntie. Anyway, the moral of the story is, I hope that Destiny eat her right on up. Fuck your feelings, because she was like, Tisha, you got too many feelings, bitch. I can't keep up with your feelings. However, Destiny, why was you so quick to be cool with Tisha when she was talking about all of her feelings with Mel? Tisha did this same shit with Mel, so why did you side with her? What? Because you was mad at Mel at the same time. So I don't feel bad for Destiny either, because you seen how she crossed Mel, and they was day one. They was friends long before y'all. She knew Tisha long before y'all. I have no idea why people get into relationships and see how people cross somebody else and think they're gonna be loyal to you. It's not gonna happen, friend. It's never gonna happen. Anyway, child. It also, in the other episode, we see Ken cheated, allegedly. Ken talking about how he moved out the house. Ken, stop playing in my fucking face. I told y'all a long time ago. Go watch my old videos. Remember, I told y'all that the judge said that Ken had to move out that damn house? The judge told us in a divorce decree back in June. I think it was like June or July or some shit. The judge told us that Ken had to move out the damn house. And then Marquez went back to the judge because Ken was still over there. So Ken, you moved out of that apartment because the judge told you to, not because shit was crazy at the house. You moved out of that apartment because the judge told you to. Stop playing in my face, friend. So fuck what Ken talking about. Ken allegedly was cheating. Trish spent the block. Ken and Trish just need to go be with who they want to be with. Trish, hold on. Trish, did you go spend the block with Martell? Or was it with Marquez? Because I told y'all I think they Trish like Marquez. Or did you go fuck with Martell? Because she got chemistry with Martell. So I don't know, friend. Who do y'all think Trish spent the block with? We also see the fact that Trish was underneath Lance's photos with the heart emojis and the tongue emojis. So did you like the light-skinned dream? But I don't know, because you know Trish and Destiny cool. So did you go behind your friend and was trying to get a taste of Lance? Do Lance got that thing on him? Did Destiny tell Trish that Lance got that thing on him? Lance do got a lot of girls. Y'all know I don't like the short dudes, but maybe Lance got, and Lance is fine. Lance fine as fuck. I don't know. I don't know, friend. It's like, I don't know. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? It's a lot of questions. Anyway, so Trish and Ken both cheating, allegedly. Destiny, we gonna see her mama. I'm not sure how I feel about her showing her mom in that condition, being addicted to hard drugs or whatever. What else happened? Destiny and Tisha gonna get into it. They're gonna have a big blowout. Tisha gonna leave. Destiny gonna follow behind her, talking about stop that victimization, so on. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think about this episode. I thought it was a pretty good opening episode. I guess we not gonna see Coleslaw, you dead in the grass. The fact that Martell said that he had a new relationship. Is the new relationship with you, Coleslaw? Because I thought y'all was fucking for like 5 or 6 years. Why is he calling your relationship new? That just goes to show you. He probably only considered this now a relationship, but the whole time he was with his wife, there was no relationship. I don't know. Anyway, we'll talk about Royce and her response in another video or whatever. Married to Medicine comes on tonight. Potomac is done. I may come live later on tonight. I'm going to make some Southwest egg rolls. and some pasta for my brother and my homegirl. Anyway, so tell me what y'all think about Destiny. Is Destiny wrong for bringing her mom on here? Keisha Cole did it with her mom. How do y'all feel about people bringing their parents on who have substance abuse issues? Also, tell me how y'all feel about Tisha and Destiny. Who is right and who is wrong? The fact that Tisha got us defending Destiny, I'm glad Destiny ain't gonna be no punk to Tisha though. I want that the same energy that you have for Stormy and Melody. I want you to have that for Tisha. Please. Exactly. And I wonder, because I told y'all they casted for new couples and stuff. And even in that dinner, I seen somebody else. I'm not sure if it was Sharon, Trish friend, but it was somebody else at that table, a chocolate girly. I'm not sure who the girly was, but I wonder if Destiny go ahead and slide Tisha up out of here. Will they slide the Scots out? Can we do without the Scots at this point? I don't know. And Chris Fletcher, like I said, baby, go get your CDLs. Let's pray for Miss Neal because she keep calling out for help and y'all not listening to her, and that's a problem for me. Exactly. Anyway, so that's all I got for the Love and Marriage Huntsville review. We'll talk some more shit later on or tomorrow. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and I will talk to you later, friend. Bye.